You know what? Times are tough, brother. I know people are struggling out there. People have 5, 6 kids. You know, sometimes one of the elves from Harry Potter sneaks in there. You don't even notice. You're not sure how many kids you have. Then Dobby the house elf shows up, eats half the tater tots. Listen, man, don't blame me. I voted for Harris. You know what I'm saying? But you know who I really wanted to vote for? Joe Biden again. Honestly, that's what this country needs. We need a demented, feeble old man that they trot out twice a week. He bumbles around. He makes no decisions whatsoever. He doesn't tank the damn economy. It's like the monarchs of old, you know? They would get holes in their brains from syphilis. That's what we need, brother. We need syphilis to make a comeback and just end the oligarchy right now. But we're not here to talk about syphilis. Although, maybe we are if you guys picked the wrong channel. We're talking sweet Recession Magic, dude. What can you do to continue playing sweet games with your bros, even when there's literal darkness? Because we're at war with Canada, and they supply all of our electricity. We're in the dark, brothers. But first, just get back in there. You know, I said butt first, so back your butt up right in here, dude. That's what she said. But first, subscribe to the channel, brother. We've got it all in here. We got a Discord filled with dudes talking cards. We got a Patreon. We have memberships, but all my stuff is free. And I want everyone to have access to the sweet MTG pontification. So I actually have a friend who has a couple kids. He's not even sure how many, honestly. They invite their grubby friends over sometimes. You look in the back seat, there's some dirty kid back there you never even saw before. Anyways, I gave him boxes of bulk cards, man. He wanted to keep playing Commander with us. He wanted to build new decks, so I just gave him big boxes of bulk. Probably some gems in there, and this dude made some Commander decks out of those boxes. Now listen, there are rich dudes like me with draft chaff, and those cards are good enough, man. Plus, there are plenty of Commander staples that are commons you can raid from those boxes. Sometimes I go down to the LGS. They have 5-cent commons down there. It's just big boxes of them sorted by color. Counter spells in there: Cultivate, Rampant Growth, Farseek, Terminate, Negate, Brainstorm. These are somewhat pricey cards, but I guarantee you they're floating around in the bulk bins ripe for a pickup. The other thing you can do is get monosexual, brother. That's someone who's only attracted to people with mononucleosis. Just kidding, man. It's just a joke. Don't call the secret police on me, alright? No, what you do is you build monocolored decks. Mono green specifically, if I'm being honest. Green has access to the best ramp, hands down. Some of the best draw, too. It certainly has access to the biggest and best creatures. Now, a mono green deck can be built with just forest, so you're saving a lot of money right there. Commander is known for its convoluted and frankly overpriced mana bases. I will say this, man, a fully optimized 3-color mana base with fetches is an absolute joy to pilot, but more on that later. We gotta get into elves, brother. Elves, dude. Elves, brother. Elves, dude. Elves are cheap, easy, have lots of mana sinks that can double as win conditions. You can get into a budget elf deck for 25 bucks, and it can sit with basically any table, man. It's kind of a one-trick pony, but how many tricks you want to turn? As few as possible. Just ask Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. Take a look at this guy here, Azuri. Excellent activated abilities that can be your win con. Azuri Renegade Leader is 1 green. Legendary creature, Elf Warrior, it's a 2/2. Has green, regenerate another target elf. Also has 2 green. That's 5 mana. Elf creatures you control get +3/+3, gain trample until end of turn. So you get all these mana dorks out there, right? Pump 10 mana into this, attack with all your other elves. Now Azuri is about $7 for this card. But let me share a little secret with you, brother. Proxy it. Just do it. It's not sinful, brother. You don't have to worry about eternal damnation because, quite frankly, that's not real. Now, if you get bored easily, you don't want to pilot an elf ball deck, get into Talrand the Sky Summoner. Sweet budget commander right here. 2 blue, legendary creature, Merfolk Wizard. It's a 2/2. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 2/2 blue Drake creature token with flying. So you have counters, cantrips, draw spells, removal, instants, all kinds of instant speed shenanigans. Talrand takes a lot of focus. You need to be able to suss out threats, deploy counters effectively, only counter things that are coming at you directly. Pretty soon you'll have a decent Drake menace, 20 flying power and a handful of gas to make more. Talrand, once you get established on the board, is really formidable. Talrand is great because it's scalable too. Somebody says, hey listen, I'm going to cast Smother and Tithe. No you goddamn ain't. I'm going to cast the Dragon. No you're not, dude. This is what it is. Getting a counter spell. War. That's pretty fun too. Again, you can build your mana base with just all islands. Okay, hear me out here. But what if you had no cards whatsoever? At least not in the real world. Tabletop Simulator is such a dope game, dude. You can build whatever deck you want. You can build a $10 billion deck with all kinds of fetches. Get in a Discord. You import your deck right from Moxfield. It's good to go. No outlay, other than the initial purchase of TTS. I did all this through the pandemic, man. Nobody was allowed to come to my house, for orgies or Magic the Gathering. Both were verboten. Neither was going on, but we got the magic back with TTS. Another thing you may want to consider is a repeatable, draftable experience, and that's called a cube, man. Just make one out of all your cards, get on the internet, and test it out. There are tons of cube planning and draft simulator programs out there for free on the internet, brother. Get on the internet, man. You ever get on the internet, dude? There are tons of resources for cube. I forget what the website was my friend Kevin used, but it lets you goldfish drafts, which is really pretty sweet. I always enjoyed my time drafting those. My buddy Kevin actually built a commander cube that is fun to draft. It's a great time, man. You build a little 60 card commander deck and it never gets old, brother. And finally, you may want to consider just giving up this hobby altogether. Just kidding, man. But you can look at some Precons. Most are pretty cheap and really serviceable. Check out an upgrade guide. I'm looking at TCG Player right now as we speak, and there are a bunch of Precons on there under $30. Some are really good actually too. Modern Horizons 3 Graveyard Overdrive. It's only $28, which is pretty amazing. And the absolute last thing you can do is check out budget lists from your old pal Nikki G from Better Commander. There are a bunch on my Moxfield, or you can just ask me and I'll do one for you probably. Check out a Leland or Vehicles. Vehicles are a great archetype because they're cheap as hell. You can get in and out real cheap, man. She brings her own little pilots every time you cast one. Check this card out, Bladewing the Deathless Tyrant, 7 mana, Dragon Skeleton. It's a 6/6 with flying and haste. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, for each creature card in your graveyard, create a 2/2 black Zombie Knight creature token with Menace. I built a cheap ass deck around this hero, man. The object is to get a bunch of crap in the graveyard, slap in, let this do its thing. Simple, pretty fun deck, close to $60 right now. Now this card is still only $1.25. Balin the Haymaker. Look at this beautiful bunny. Red, green, and a white. Legendary creature, Rabbit Warrior. It's a 4/3. Tap 2 untapped tokens you control. Add 1 mana of any color. Tap 3 untapped tokens you control. Draw a goddamn card. Tap 4 untapped tokens you control. Put 3 +1/+1 counters on Balin. It gains trample until end of turn. This card is nuts. It's ramp, draw, and pump all on a sexy little rabbit body. These colors are amazing for making tokens, buddy. My budget deck I got, it's about $95, but you can cut a few of the more expensive cards, get that down to $50. Moxfield is really great for this. You can see the prices of the cards if you select that view option, which is a great way to cut down those expensive cards. Get your budget under control. Anyways, man, don't let an empty wallet going into this recession kill your desire for fun with these little cardboard rectangles we all love. I played straight through the pandy-wandy, then finally got back to in-person, and now we're getting obliterated by a damn war with Canada and Greenland. I wish we would invade somewhere a little more colorful, Let's invade the equator, dude. You got Musk ready to invade Mars. It's a damn mess, brother. But I'll be here making those budget decks, and that's Better Commander, dude. Nikki G, signing off.